Messed Up is brought to you by Eco Maine.
I'm Ben Knobloch from Edward Little High School. I'm a senior and I like video games and math.
Hi, I'm Salma Mohammed and I am a junior at Edward Little High School and I like dancing.
I'm Dana Purse. I'm a senior at Waynflete School and I love doing puzzles.
I'm Jacob Hagler. I'm a senior at Waynflete High School and I like playing baseball.
Hello and welcome to Messed Up. I'm your host Sarah Long and we are testing the knowledge of Maine's high school students in math, engineering, science, and technology. We are in the quarterfinal rounds and we welcome back Waynflete, the defending champs by the way, and Edward Little High School as well. So welcome back to all of you, and we're going to start off with the brain battle. Of course you guys are familiar with this. We have 10 questions worth 5 points each, so we've got 50 points up for grabs. And then, of course, the video question from the Mount Washington Observatory. That is worth 20 points. So, if you guys are ready, let's get started. Question 1. What are the coordinates of the x-intercept of the line 3x plus 4y equals 12? Blue team.
4 and 0.
That is correct. Number 2. Which of the following are represented using binary values? Blue team.
Digital signals?
That is correct. Question 3. Which of these is an example of exothermic chemical process? Red team.
Combustion of gasoline D.
That is correct. Which of the following networks connects devices in sequence along a linear path? Red team.
B, bus.
Correct. Question 5. Simplify the following equation. No multiple choice. Red team.
That would be negative 5x minus 6.
That is correct. Good job. Question 6. What is the only metal that is not a solid at room temperature? Blue team.
A, mercury.
That is correct. Consensus. Question 7. Which of the following produces identical nuclei in cells? Blue team.
B, mitosis?
Correct. Radio receivers that can tune simultaneously from AM to FM without pressing a switch to change bands are called? Blue team.
C, multiband receivers.
Correct. 1 cubic inch is approximately equal to 16.38 cubic centimeters. Approximately how many cubic centimeters are there in 3 cubic inches? Blue team.
49.14.
Correct. And last question in the brain battle before we get to the video question. In preparing petroleum products, cracking is a process used to? Blue team.
A.
That is correct. And that's the end of the brain battle, but let's get right into the video question. Again, this is worth 20 points and it's brought to us by the Mount Washington Observatory.
Hi there, my name is Caitlin. I'm a weather observer and education specialist at the Mount Washington Observatory. Now for your video question. The natural gas law tells us that temperature and pressure are directly proportional.
Under normal atmospheric conditions, the temperature generally decreases with height. However, under the right atmospheric conditions, it is possible to observe the temperature increasing with height, even though atmospheric pressure is decreasing with altitude. This phenomenon is impacted by several different factors, including length of day, amount of wind, cloud cover, and general weather patterns. What is the name of this atmospheric phenomenon? A. Inversion, B. Turbulence, C. Subsidence, or D. Buoyancy?
Blue team.
A. Inversion.
Correct. 20 points to the blue team. And at the end of our first round, the blue team is in 55 points and red team 15 points. And we have 40 points up for stake as we come back with the Engineer This Challenge. We'll be back right after this.
Hey there again, it's Leo from Eco Maine, out behind our recycling facility. Have you ever looked at the bottom of your milk jug or yogurt cup and seen that chasing arrow symbol with a number? My question to you is, what does that number really mean? Hey, welcome back everybody. So, if you guessed that those numbers actually were the specific chemical composition of the different types of plastic, you're right. Each of those numbers identifies what specific chemicals go into the different types of plastic. So something like milk jugs is number 2, high density polyethylene. That's different from something like those water bottles. Number 1, polyethylene terephthalate. It's important for us to know the difference so that we know, well, where to put the plastic.
Welcome back to Messed Up. We're heading into the Engineer This Challenge, and the blue team is ahead at 55 points, red team 15. And this, of course, could make all the difference with 40 points up for grabs. For more on the Engineer This Challenge, which is called the Zipline Challenge, we'll toss it over to scientist Tom Long.
Thanks, Sarah. We're here at Elements in Biddeford, and welcome to the Zipline Basket Challenge. Teams will have to build a device that can transport cargo from point A to point B. The team that gets their cargo there safely the fastest gets the points. Good luck, teams.
Thanks very much, Tom. And if you guys are all set, no questions? All right, your 5 minutes start now.
Oh, no.
2 minutes down. guys have a minute and a half left.
No, we told you guys to do ourselves. Don't worry.
1 minute left.
It's a good, solid posture. Oh, that's what I'm trying to do. If we use two of these. If we use like two of these and pull away.
Wait, we can slide this.
One in front, one in back.
We do not cut it.
Here, wait. No. Like, just bigger. I love this conversation.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Time is done. All right, so we're about to test their contraptions on the zipline challenge. Here you guys go. Let me step out of the way and I'll time.
3, 2, 1. And success.
Oh, bummer.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, it survived.
It did?
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Let's see it. Hold it up to the camera.
See, Dana, you kind of had it hanging.
Okay.
We've left the zip line and one broken egg behind. We're back here on the messed up set, and the 40 points going to the blue team. So blue team now at 95 points and red team at 15. And we, of course, are heading into the grid of destiny. So you guys have some ways to make it up, but there are certainly plenty of points at stake. We'll be back with the grid of destiny right after this. Welcome back to Messed Up. We're heading now into the grid of destiny, and the blue team, Dana and Jacob, they're ahead at 95 points, and Salma and Ben, you guys are at 15 points, but we again have lots of points up for stake. The grid of destiny is set up in 4 columns, one for math, one for engineering, one for science, and one for technology. Each column has four questions with increasing point value and increasing difficulty. So the team that is ahead gets to choose the first category and the point value. Blue team, your choice.
Science for 15.
Our sun will start to expand into a red giant in about 6 billion years once it has depleted what from its core? Blue team?
A, hydrogen.
That is correct. Okay, blue team.
Engineering for 15.
In regards to radio, what does the M in AM and FM stand for? Blue team.
Demodulation.
That is correct. Blue team?
Math for 15.
Math for 15. Is there a lucky number in here somewhere? Is that what 15 is?
No, just going with what works.
All right, so no multiple choice for this one. Simplify the following equation. Red team.
That would be negative 15x.
That is correct. And red team, we're over to you.
Math for 20.
What is the result when you multiply the largest 2-digit prime numbers by the smallest prime number? And there's multiple choice. Red team.
194C.
That is correct. Red team, your choice.
Science 20.
What type of astronomical event, which occurred in the year 1054, was recorded in various forms by the Chinese, Japanese, Arabic, and Anasazi people? Blue team.
D, supernova.
That is correct. Okay, so blue team, your choice.
Science 25.
The Earth's hydrosphere covers what percent of its surface? Red team.
C71.
Correct. Back to you, red team.
Math for 25.
What is the smallest whole number that can be added to 1056 such that the sum is completely divisible by 23? Red team.
11,111.
Incorrect.
21.
21, incorrect. The correct answer was 2.
I went for squares. I didn't just go for small.
So blue team, we're back to you.
Engineering for 20.
Nitrogen fixation in soil refers to the direct conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into what? Blue team.
Ammonia.
Correct. And blue team, your choice.
Engineering 25.
EMF, or the electromotive force, is another term for what? Red team.
A, voltage.
Correct. Red team, your choice.
Technology for 15.
Facebook purchased the company Oculus, which produces a headset designed for what purpose? Red team.
A, virtual reality.
That is correct. Your choice again.
Technology for 20.
What type of device constitutes the only man-made example of nuclear fusion yet produced? Blue team.
B, hydrogen bomb.
That is correct. Okay, blue team.
Engineering for 10.
All right. Rebar in concrete is primarily intended to increase the material's strength in red team. That is correct. That was a race to the buzzer right there. Red team, your choice.
Technology for 10.
In computer networking, the acronym LAN, or LAN, stands for what? Red team.
Local area network, B.
That is correct. Red team.
Technology for 25.
The first functioning photovoltaic cell was produced by a 19-year-old in what decade? Blue team.
D, the 1920s.
Incorrect. Red team.
C, the 1890s.
That is incorrect. Would you believe it was the 1830s?
That was my second guess.
Yes. And blue team, we're back to you. Your choice.
Science for 10.
And this is not a multiple choice. Name one of Jupiter's moons which Galileo was able to see through his telescope. Name just one. Blue team.
Io.
That is correct. The other ones, of course, Ganymede, Europa, and Callisto.
I wasn't confident enough. I was thinking Europa. Dang it.
All right, blue team.
Well, math.
Math for 10.
Math for 10. Oh, is this the last one?
Yep.
Wow, that went fast. The area of a larger square is 16 times the area of a smaller square. How many times as long is the base of the larger square than the base of the smaller square? Blue team.
4.
Correct. And at the end of the grid of destiny, the blue team ahead at 205 points and the red team 135 points. And we are heading into the end game question, so I will take wagers from both teams. And we'll have that question when we come back from break. The subject of the end game question is science. We'll be back right after this.
Hey folks, it's Leo from EcoMaine. Back at you with another question. What is e-waste? Okay, if you guessed e-waste stands for electronic waste, you're absolutely right. It's made up of computers, cell phones, old TVs, anything that used to be electronic that you can't use anymore. Please, don't put it in your garbage or your recycling bin. Bring it back to your transfer station or the store in which you got us. Help us out.
And welcome back to Messed Up. We are now at the end game question. I have wagers from both teams. The blue team is ahead at 205 points and the red team 135 points. The wagers are going to make things interesting as the winning team today is the team that will move on to the semifinals. So the end game question, the subject is science. Here it is. Order the following human bones from lowest to highest in terms of their standard position within a standing human body. And the list is on the screen. Two minutes left. You guys are all set?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, okay. We are going to start with the red team. Red team, if you could hold up your answer.
Tarsal, fibula, femur, sacrum, sternum, clavicle, mandible.
That is correct. And you guys wagered everything, so that brings you up to 270 points. All right, so blue team, if you would do the same, hold it up and read off your order.
So tarsal, femur, sternum, fibula, sacrum, clavicle, mandible, cranium.
And you guys that is incorrect. You guys wagered 10 points, and that brings you down to 195. So in an amazing turnaround, the red team, you guys are going on to the semifinals. Congratulations. And blue team, great try. And boy, we haven't had a game that came down to the end game question like that so far this season. But great season from both teams, and thank you for joining us. And we will be back next week with more of Messed Up. Join us then, or you can also check us out online at messedup.tv. Have a great night.
Messed Up is brought to you by Eco Maine.